Okay, we will call the special council meeting of Monday, March 1st to order at 9 a.m. May I have a motion by Councillor Masterman to adopt the agenda?
I would certainly make that motion.
Thank you very much. All in favor? Any opposed? Okay, carried. And so we'll go to Kara for item 3.1.
Perfect. So good morning, Deputy Mayor and Council. We're before you today to recommend first reading of the amending election bylaw. There have been several legislative amendments to the Local Authorities Election Act, and it should be noted that Municipal Affairs has indicated that there may be additional ones forthcoming in the coming months due to COVID-19. The legislation requires municipalities who establish their own form of voter identification to also state in the bylaw that the forms established in the legislation are also acceptable. Our existing bylaw does not currently state this. In order to make this change, the town must advertise the bylaw prior to second reading, and the bylaw must be in place prior to March 20th, 2021. The amending bylaw also clarifies a number of areas to ensure alignment with legislation and the town's plans for the 2021 municipal election. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have.
Are there any questions? I don't see any hands raised. Oh, Councillor Cooey.
Hi, thanks, Deputy Mayor McMillan, and thanks, Kara. I was curious, can they, I'm assuming they can they make revisions after March 20th, in particular based on COVID, and then we would, again, just revisit and update the bylaw? Or how would that work?
So if they made changes to the part specifically around voter ID, they'd have to change the provision of the legislation that says you have to have those changes in place 6 months prior to the election. What we've kind of been, so we had a conversation with Municipal Affairs last week asking them about the incapacitated vote, and that was when they had indicated that there are conversations going on. So I'm not sure if it's going to be that piece that's changing. So they didn't give us a lot of detail, just that there are conversations in the works. And Nicole and I were on a training call on Friday as well about planning for an election during a pandemic. And there was also an indication on there from the City of Calgary that they had also heard conversations were happening at the province about potential changes. But again, no specific details at this point, just that there may be more changes coming.
Okay, and I'm assuming, and just really more for clarification, that we intend to advertise and promote these changes. In particular, I was thinking about, the curbside ballot. If I'm already incapacitated, odds are I might not be able to make it out to the curb, but then I need to realize that there's a special ballot available by mail, and those things need to be done in advance. So just more for
absolutely.
Yeah.
Any other questions or comments for Kara? Seeing none, well, thank you very much, Kara. So now I'm going blank. Do I read out the motion and then say the councillor's name who is putting it, or I'm going blank?
So you can ask, maybe what you want to do is ask, does Councillor whoever want to make a motion?
Yeah, okay. So yes. Reaching out to Councillor Moore, would you like to make this motion? Whereas multiple legislative amendments have been made to the Local Authorities Election Act, and whereas amendments are required to the town's municipal election bylaw 4514-2017 in order to align with these legislative amendments, be it resolved that Council give first reading to bylaw 4596-2021, being the amending municipal election bylaw, and that Council direct administration to advertise bylaw 4596-2021 in accordance with section 53.1 of the Local Authorities Election Act.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor McMillan. I will make that motion.
Thank you very much. All in favor? Any opposed? Wonderful. Well, thank you very much. It's carried, and we will adjourn the special council meeting of March 1st, 2021 at 9:05 a.m.
Yeah.
Have a terrific day.